Thanks so much for clicking on this video. We are going to be discussing Call of Duty Warzone 2 DMZ, and it really surprised me. It is not at all what I expected. I want to talk about the good, the bad, and the surprising. I'm going to give you my breakdown right here at the beginning of the video so you don't have to go searching for it. I was not expecting this game to be what it is. I think many people are surprisingly not liking it or walking away from it because it is not what they were hoping it would be. They were thinking it was going to be maybe kind of like a Tarkov thing. So, again, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the surprising. I'm going to end the previous stream. We took a look at Wild Heart's gameplay. If you want to see that breakdown, go check that out. I'm going to end that stream and bring everybody over on a redirect. And then we are going to jump right in to this breakdown. We do it in the form of an update, again, so that you don't have to go searching for what I'm doing. And I'm just not quite in the scene correctly. There we go. This is a Reforge update. Warzone 2 DMZ mode is not what we thought it was and not what a lot of people thought it was going to be. I want to break down the good, the bad, and the surprising about this mode. If you haven't checked it out yet, it has gone live in Warzone 2, and it is a DMZ beta. It is not fully launched and ready to go. I will touch on how some of those are affecting the bad things. Be sure to hit subscribe and make sure to check the bell button so you don't miss my quick uploads. We are constantly uploading short videos like this. Let's just talk about the good. I wasn't expecting this. Now, if you're unfamiliar with me, I'm not really a PvP guy. So I was very interested in Spec Ops. I was interested in the raids. Spec Ops has kind of disappointed me because it didn't quite work right when the game first came out. You were supposed to grind it for stars to prepare for the raid, and it wasn't working properly. Apparently, it's working properly now. I thought the missions were quite fun. They are two-man missions, and Spec Ops is designed as like raid prep, and then raids are three-man missions, which starts to make it feel like DMZ is somewhere in the middle of that, all right? Let me explain what I mean. You can go into squad, fill, or go in with your buddies, and it's a three-man squad. And you drop onto the map, which is essentially, I believe it's the identical large map that you use in like the first Spec Ops mission. And it kind of seems like an expansion and an improvement upon Spec Ops. It's very straightforward. You have missions you can activate before going in, so while you're in there, you can track them. You have guns that you can take in that are contraband. You have guns you can take in that are guaranteed, but then if you die, obviously, you lose them. So it has similarities to extraction situations that you might be familiar with in Tarkov. However, it was just very straightforward and more fun just to sort of go in and play it. It wasn't hardcore. It wasn't sweaty. It wasn't challenging, really. Now, you have a small pool of health. It's not going to feel like when you played through the campaign. You will die very quickly, but then your teammates can revive you, so you're not even out right away. Once you are completely wiped out, you're gone. I don't know if they can buy you back at a buy station, but they can res you. Once all three players have been eliminated, you're back in the lobby. I honestly thought it was really fun, and I was just playing with random, so that's all the good stuff. It's straightforward, it's pretty easy, it's accessible, and it feels like something that's a little bit more fun maybe than Spec Ops. Let's talk about the bad. It's very, very glitchy in its present form. Now, it is a beta, so I guess that's the defense everybody's going to get. I've continued to say that I think Modern Warfare 2 is in a bad state because they're doing too much, and this is another example. The UI, the organization, a lot of the systems, a lot of the glitches and bugs, and the laggy nature of the game feels like they're just doing way too much, and the polish is lacking. I kept dropping all the way back out to the main menu just to get back in and make it work. I think at one point this made it to where I couldn't use my gunsmith loadout gun that I wanted to use. It told me it was on a cooldown, and I was like, I didn't mean to back out all of the way. Also, if you go into a game and you haven't activated your mission that you want to work on, you have to leave and go back in, and when you do that, that will also put that gun on a cooldown, so then you can only use the very basic weapons that are contraband. Many of the systems are just simply not explained. They just don't really explain any of it to you. They seem to expect you to have foreknowledge, like you're kind of coming from other extraction modes like Tarkov, and if you're unfamiliar with those modes, you're not going to understand any of it, which is where this falls into a very surprising category. It's very PvE focused. It's not like Tarkov at all. It's not hardcore. I don't think it's going to appeal to hardcore PvP fans or hardcore extraction fans, which means they probably want to do a better job explaining the systems to people, because the people that are going to play this and that it's going to appeal to them are going to be more casual PvE players like myself. So here are my thoughts. The Warzone 2 DMZ mode is not what we thought it was. It's basically a PvE mode, very similar to how it feels when you're playing Spec Ops, but it's more mission and objective oriented, and as you move through those missions, you get unlocks and new things. It is not really anything like Tarkov, and yet it's a little glitchy and buggy in its current beta state, so we don't really know if it's going to survive, because it doesn't appeal to hardcore PvP players. So will it even appeal to more casual PvE players like myself? If you like these short videos, hit subscribe, hit the bell button, check out Reforge Gaming where I stream live so that I can see you in the next video. And I want to talk to you guys about this one. We may dive in and check it out with you today. It is 100% not anything like what we thought it was going to be. It is a very, very different game mode than many people were expecting. Make sure you guys have smashed that like button. You are now in my second stream of the day. If you've already hit the like button, thank you so much for doing that. What's good, Snow? Good to see you in the chat. Creature says, I enjoyed it. Last night, the social tab wasn't working at all for Warzone or DMZ. My teammates got mopped, and I was like, mind your head, boy. Yeah, you will go down very, very quickly in this. So squad filling can be a little frustrating, because if you have players that aren't playing intelligently and they just sort of go in and start running around and dying, it can really, really make it difficult, especially once you want to start doing like a stronghold or something more challenging. I got to the place where I was needing to do a stronghold, which apparently you have to get money, and then you go to a buy station, and then you buy the key, and then you go to the stronghold. I'm actually enjoying DMZ. I love it, honestly. I hope they keep iterating on it. Wait, so it's PvE? There are other players. I probably should have mentioned that in the opening breakdown. There are other players, but you mainly don't see them. It feels like they're there, and I'm sure it'll get frustrating the more people sort of figure it out and start going for the exfil and the extraction, but it's not nearly as PvP as people were thinking. It's like there's a couple of teams maybe in the server with you, so it's way more PvE than it is PvP, right? I found keys on the ground killing enemies. Oh, really? At least even if you die, you still get XP and stuff, so that's nice. Where has Quiet Shy been? She's been taking a break. She's been having some other issues going on, just personal life stuff that she's had to take care of. I murdered a team trying to exfil. Oh, I bet. I think the more casual PvE players are going to flock to this. I don't think this is going to be a big hit with the hardcore PvP crowd. I really, really don't. I've killed plenty of players and extracted their dog tags. I thought there was 150 people on the server. I don't think there's 150 people in a DMZ game. I don't think so. Unless no one was playing yesterday. My DMZ gameplay was I didn't see anybody. I murked many a team fighting bots. 66 says Awaken Void. So there's 66. So there's roughly 20 teams. So there's roughly 20 teams in the server. 2 people are saying 66. Okay, so that's 20 teams of 3. That makes... Well, wait, no. That's 22 teams of 3. 20 teams would be 60. That's 22 teams. It's 12 teams of 3. Well, 12 teams of 3 would be 36. 66 is like 22 teams. That's a lot of teams in there. Hey, if you guys like this shirt, we are now again working with Into the AM, and if you go to intotheam.com/Lono or use code Lono, you'll get 10% off. This is one of the another amazing shirts they've sent me. They're very graphic oriented. I mean, you know, some of them kind of feel like streetwear, all over prints. So be sure to check out intotheam.com and go to the place to like check out and use code Lono, or you can go to intotheam.com/Lono, and that does support me, and it does give you a great discount. Of all the shirts they've sent me, Print quality is amazing. The shirts are very, very comfortable. If you do an all-over print, you might want to go one size down. Those do seem to run a little larger than the typical graphic print shirts, but the graphic print shirts fit great. I get mediums, and I feel like they're not just comfortable, but the print quality it's bright, and it feels good. Sometimes when shirts are printed at like a lower quality, they don't look as good. So you can use the shirt command in chat. We'll have a link below to intotheam.com/Lono. And again, you can use my code Lono at intotheam.com. We're really excited to be working with them ongoing, hopefully, because I just really enjoy their shirts. Really can't say for sure because we can queue with less than 3 and it's not lobby specific like Warzone. Sounds like none of us know how many teams there are. I doubt it's 66. I played about 10 matches and only met one team. Yeah, I think it's probably closer to 10 teams per server is what my guess would be. Is there a time limit on the mode? Let me boot up the mode and just show you what the menus look like to get you guys kind of oriented to it. Because you can squad fill. I squad filled and I extracted like my second try. We just got some stuff and got out. Right? The more you try to do, I'm sure the more challenging it will be. The joggers and hoodies are awesome too. Yeah, if you guys are looking to support what we do here, that is another great way to support what we do. Support our sponsors. If you've never done a membership before on YouTube, we are going to start running some members-only content, members-only chats, and other things to really motivate people to jump in on a membership. Because we're not seeing a lot of folks do it, and we're going to start giving you a reason. We're going to start giving you a reason to. All right, let me switch off that. Now, the menu system in the Warzone 2 DMZ is it's so PvE mission oriented. Like, it just doesn't feel like a hardcore PvP mode. It just doesn't. Thank you, everybody who's already pushed the like button. We got 85 likes. Let's go for 15 more. If you've already pressed like, you're the best. If you haven't yet done it, this is your reminder. All right, let me get in the game. We ran into like 6 teams playing 3 games of DMZ. Okay, so yeah, 1 or 2 teams a game, it sounds like. I think the timers are a little short too. I've run into players every time except the times I intentionally tried to avoid them. Weapon platforms. Weapon platforms allow you to upgrade a weapon beyond its class like the M4. So apparently they're trying to teach us about weapon platforms in the daily message. Like, I don't know what that is. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you go into the DMZ. You can see there up at the top, Warzone 2.0, DMZ Beta, Season 1, right? And they seem to have fixed it. When I came in here yesterday, I couldn't see any of this. This wasn't working. I couldn't see the battle pass. I have a token now. It seems like yesterday's stuff wasn't working. They've done another update. I couldn't see any of this before I went in to DMZ. So they've now updated this. So you can see I'm on squad fill, and you can come in here to your faction missions. So right now I've completed this one, make contact, locate and scavenge, Al-Qatala informant, and right now I'm trying to storm the stronghold. I need to get a key, clear the stronghold of combatants, and then extract White Lotus intel. Now, once I do that, these missions will unlock. So it looks like there's roughly 7 missions under White Lotus and roughly 7 missions under Black Mouse. Now, Black Mouse says Tier 2 story missions for Legion and White Lotus factions. This doesn't say that. So it seems like when you get up to Black Mouse, it's going to be quite a bit harder. You can see here, all of these are Tier 1. Now, if I deselect it, you'll see above me, it isn't selected. So you want to make sure that you have these selected. I can't select them because they're completed, because you want it to be like that. You want to do that before you go in. So they've already cleaned up the UI a little bit, because I can also come in here, then I can swap this espionage weapon in. I can say, oh, hey, I want this to be equipped. And I believe as long as I don't quit or get eliminated, I can take that loadout thing in. And then submachine gun, complete Tier 3 of every faction. So I can't get that. Tier 3, Tier 5. So you can see the scalability of Warzone 2 DMZ gameplay. They plan to really scale this out. You can't even do Tier 3 stuff yet. or tier 5. Now, I don't know if once you're done with all of the Black Mouse missions, maybe these all then upgrade to have higher tiers of difficulty, so then you can start going back to doing them. And White Lotus and Black Mouse and Legion are 3 different factions. So it seems like when you go in here to the weapons, it just says tier 3 of every faction, tier 5 of any faction. So they want you to do tier 3, complete tier 3 of every faction, which means, if I'm interpreting this correctly, all 3 factions, Legion, White Lotus, and Black Mouse, are going to have tier 3 missions for you to do that will then unlock those positions, right? And obviously you can change your operator, and seemingly it is it's giving me tokens for the battle pass. I guess I got these yesterday and just didn't see it happen. You do get quite a bit of XP playing this mode. So if you're just tuning in, Warzone 2.0 DMZ gameplay is not what we thought it was. It is far more PvE focused than we initially thought. There are other teams in. We're guesstimating around 10 teams, of each team being 3, are in the server at the same time as you, but it is a ton of PvE focus. It does not have the hardcore Tarkov sort of method of what was previously going on. So let me give you sort of a Warzone 2.0 DMZ walkthrough. So the way it works is I'm already in the menu here, but if you back all the way out to HQ and then back all the way out to the main menu, what you do is you load into the game, and it's one of the first things that is promoted right there on that homepage. So it's like if you're not in there yet, or if you have to go searching for it, it's right here on the homepage. And I'm gonna have to start over because it keeps glitching me out. I thought I was hitting circle to leave again, the UI in this game is just so bad. So my instinct when I saw this was to hit circle, because typically that's what message of the day you do, you hit circle. But since I've already seen it, I have to hit down. Wonderful. Anyway. But let me give you a very quick walkthrough of the DMZ beta. So this is in Call of Duty Warzone 2.0. You have to go into Warzone 2.0. So if you're down here, you can see that's Modern Warfare 2. You can see Warzone 2.0 DMZ beta, and then you can see Warzone 2.0 Battle Royale. So you want to pick this. You can also pick it from right here. Now, once you go in, they've updated the menu, so there's more things going on in here than were previously. So the first thing I'm going to draw your attention to is the actual faction missions. You want to make sure these things are selected before you go into the game. I've already completed these 3, and this one's selected. Now watch what happens when I deselect it. You can see above me it says 0 out of 3 missions selected. So I could go into a game right now and get a stronghold key card. I could clear a stronghold of enemy combatants and then extract the White Lotus intel, and it wouldn't matter, because if you don't have this selected, it's not active when you're in the game. So when you first get in here, you'll probably have these 3 selected: make contact, locate and scavenge, and then Alcatala informant. And then you work on those while you're in the game. Now, once I complete this one, okay, I can hit R1 to go over to White Lotus. There will be 7 missions in here, but I can't. It says right there, complete the mission, storm the stronghold from the Legion faction. So it's telling me I have to do this. These 7 missions will then be available. Now, if you want to do Black Mouse, it says complete the tier 2 story missions for Legion and White Lotus factions. So what that tells me is all of these missions right here are tier 1. When we finish White Lotus, or maybe when we finish this tier 1 stronghold, there will be tier 2s that become available. And then White Lotus will also then more than likely have both tier 1 and tier 2 available. And then once you complete the tier 2 story missions for both Legion and White Lotus, Black Mouse will open. And then Black Mouse will have more than tier 1 and tier 2. We can actually see that in other portions of the menu that I'm going to show you right now. You can see across the top, you also can go over to weapons. Now, eventually you're going to unlock the ability up there at the top. You can see that I could get a gas mask, a kill streak, and a self-revive. Those are things that are on the soldier. I don't presently have any of those things unlocked or on my person. Now you see I'm taking an espionage blueprint submachine gun weapon in. I got this from the battle pass. Now up here, I can change that gun in insured slot 1. I can change it to anything from my gunsmith. So anything in here that I've worked on, I could take in with me if I wanted, and then I can then equip it to take it in with me. Or I could equip just the contraband stash. I have an M4 that's, I think, always available. Now, this is where we start to see the depth and the longevity of what they have planned for with DMZ gameplay. Right here, insured slot 2 says complete tier 3 of every faction. So not only do we have tier 1 and tier 2 confirmed, when you go to Black Mouse, it tells you that you need to do tier 2 on Legion and White Lotus. This is saying you have to complete all of the missions at tier 3. Okay, you have to, or at least you have to complete tier 3 of every faction. We don't know how many tier 3s there will be. Maybe there's only 1 or 2 per. I don't know if it converts all of the existings or not. But once you complete tier 3 of every faction, you then have insured slot 2. Insured slot 3 says complete tier 5 of any faction. So all you have to do is 1 tier 5 and it'll unlock insured slot 3. So my assumption would be that's going to be really hard. I'm just going to assume that tier 5 is very, very difficult. Now, you can change your operator. This is not anything new that you're unfamiliar with. Something you might not realize is, let's say you've unlocked skins. Well, once you go to a particular person, you have to hit customize on them. So if I go to Callisto and I hit the square, then I come in here to Callisto's skin. That's the only one I have available. I did have one on somebody that I wanted to use. I can't remember. It was Stiletto, I believe. Yeah, so payloads available, so I can equip that. Now, keep in mind, I made this mistake. I've changed Stiletto's skin, but then I also have to hit X on Stiletto to equip, and then I will be her out here. So I'm going to go back into the operator, though, and I'm going to switch back to Cortac Group. I went in here and changed the skin. I think that one looks pretty dope, and I've got that set. Now, you can turn off squad fill or leave squad fill on. If you prefer to play by yourself, you're going to have a really, really hard time. You will die very, very quickly. I did squad fill. I actually exfilled one time. I don't think a lot of people are in here right now necessarily sweating or figuring it out, so it was a little casual, a little easy. Now, you do get XP when you're doing this, so it does influence your battle pass. I played a couple of games yesterday just goofing around, and my progression, I went from I was a 38, and I got 39 and 40 just from sort of messing around inside of the DMZ gameplay. So that's a very, very quick walkthrough of Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 DMZ beta and how exactly it works. We obviously we're going to check it out and try it out. We'll do some gameplay maybe today if there's anybody that wants to jump in and see if we maybe can't get a stronghold done. I would love to see how the faction missions sort of tier out. I think that would be pretty interesting to see. One of the main things I think that this mode's going to require is people working together, and you're also going to hope that like people are not camping the exfil spots, because I don't think hardcore Tarkov fans are going to like this game mode that much. I don't. I think they're going to generally feel like it's a bit of a casual affair. I think they're going to look at it and think, this is not really my cup of tea. We did a reaction video to Shroud. Shroud basically said that it wasn't even in the same, universe, or it wasn't even the same field as Tarkov. Once you get to the helicopter, it is kind of fun. It is kind of intense. Now, I don't necessarily think, we've read some reports that said once you get to the helicopter, you have to defend it for 20 seconds. That wasn't true for me. Once I got on the helicopter, there was a 29-second countdown for my team to get on, but then once they were all on, it dropped to 5 seconds. So I think that 29-second countdown is literally just for your team to get on the helo. It's not like, oh, you have to sit there for that long. So if everybody dog piles in, it seems to speed the timer up, which is nice because it could be an intense firefight, but you also could just get spammed by grenades if somebody is, camping the Exfil station. The Exfil stations are shown on the TAC map. You're going to want to use the TAC map and zoom in and zoom out. One of the things it wanted me to do right away, it wanted me to ping a contract phone, and that was like really easy, obviously, but I had to zoom in the TAC map in order to do that, right? I actually couldn't see the contract phones until I zoomed it all the way in, so you're going to want to do that. And then apparently people are telling me that Stronghold key cards, they are finding some on the ground from the enemies, but we're also hearing that you can buy them from buy stations. I believe from what I read in an article, they're like 5,000. So, you're going to loot, you're going to go around. It has similarities to plunder. You're going into buildings, opening things, looting things. You have so many places to put things to extract. That's kind of how the game mode works, right? You're throwing stuff in your pack and you're trying to get out. And then those things you're obviously going to be able to carry over. Some of them are just worth money. Some of them are going to be things that are, have purpose beyond just sort of increasing your XP and your money. They aren't at all buy stations, but you can buy them at some of them. So I'm being told in chat, there are some buy stations that sell them and some buy stations that don't. So you're going to want to be aware of that. You can't necessarily get it from every single buy station, because I think the strongholds are going to play a significant role in this and the missions because they're all over the map. I think one of the concerns I have about Warzone 2 DMZ gameplay is it seems like it's very, very grindy, like you have to put a lot of time in, and it's going to be really irritating to get like the stronghold key card, and then you clear the stronghold, and then when you go to extract with the intel, if you fail to do that, you have to do that all over again just to get that final checkbox. You can see above me, the third requirement for Storm the Stronghold is you got to extract with the intel, and if people start trolling this game mode and being kind of scummy and camping the exfil places, that can be pretty irritating. One pushback I would probably get from people that are playing it or enjoying it is that threat of being killed will make the mode not be so yawn, like, oh, we're just killing bots, because the bots are challenging and they've got great aim, but you can outsmart them for the most part. The other pushback would be, it doesn't seem like there are that many players in the server. It seems like maybe 10 teams of 3 each. So a very big map and 30 people. A lot of teams are probably going to want to keep to themselves because they're going to be doing what you're doing. They're going to be kind of keeping to the objectives and the strongholds and not necessarily camping exfil. There's also a lot of exfil places, so if you get to one and you can kind of tell maybe there's people hanging out or you see people hanging out, you can just go to another one. There doesn't seem to be a time limit on how fast you have to do this. So overall, I think DMZ gameplay shows a lot of promise, but it's not nearly as hardcore as a PvP mode that we thought it was going to be. It's team-based challenges as well. Your teammate can complete them. Okay. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you've never been here before, we are usually in this scene doing a bit of a talk show, but we wanted to showcase the menus and the systems here. If anybody has any questions, be sure to hit subscribe so you can talk in my chat. If you haven't smashed the like button yet, please do that. Everybody who has hit the like button already, thank you so much for doing that. That does help out the video. If we get 70 more, we'll be at 200. That'll be really helpful. So thank you everybody who got us over halfway there. Abe says, hey, let's do Lono a favor, hit the like button. Thank you so much. Maybe he'll do some DMZ rounds. Yeah, if you guys want to do some DMZ rounds, I think I'd want to go in with some people. People are just going for the assault rifle. Other than that, I'm not sure if a lot of people are playing it. Is there a specific assault rifle you can only get in the DMZ mode? D the Dragon says, I like it so far. I do wish I could choose my spawn area. Preacher says, I seek out teams. I don't camp exfils. Yeah, if you're like wanting to go, strongholds are just easy to find. Yeah, I mean, they're right on the map. The keys, though, I'm curious, just how easy it'll be to get the keys. That's one of the things I'm curious about, because if they're not at all the buy stations, how often are they dropping from the enemies? Me and my buddies were so excited to play. Hopped on Warzone maps, too big, barely got in lobbies. Loadout drop options are lame. End of the night, playing Rocket League, disappointed. Oh, you just tried to play regular old Warzone. I could boot up for a round or two, says Meech. Keys are easy for me so far, says Brownie. One of the 3 new weapons comes from DMZ. You have to extract with it. Oh, really? I don't think there's a rifle, but there's a blueprint you can get, says D the Dragon. You have to kill the chemist HVT and take the gun and extract. It's the M13B. Oh, the M13B is a blueprint, so it's not a brand new gun, but it's a blueprint. Okay. You can only get the M13 and DMZ. Is it a blueprint or a gun? Like, what gun is it for if it's a blueprint? Warzone lobbies are struggling, says Abe. Some of them are dead and get stuck at 120 players and don't fill all the way up. I found a key on a random NPC. I'm on right now, can't use comms. We wouldn't need comms, I don't think, for the Stronghold necessarily. I mean, obviously, if somebody gets a key, you know, it's a brand new gun. Some people are saying blueprint and people are saying gun. Brand new gun, M13B. The blueprint unlocks the gun. Okay, thank you. So it's both. It's both and. You're getting a blueprint, but it's also a brand new gun. Okay, I gotcha. Thank you for the info. I was like, this doesn't make much sense to me. If you're just tuning in and you're enjoying the coverage, we're probably going to dive in here a minute and just try it out. I really felt, at least for me personally, it felt like a better version of Spec Ops. Like, I honestly felt that. I don't know. It was like, I like Spec Ops, but Spec Ops was kind of buggy, and because it didn't work right, it kind of irritated me. It was like, I don't know, it kind of ticked me off. Spec Ops put a bad taste in my mouth because there were elements of it that just didn't work right. And it's always, I think it's always a little bit hard to do something when you kind of know it's not working right. You know, it's like I played on the weekend. I played a couple of times. And it wasn't giving me stars. And I played with people on stream as well, and it was like, I don't know if I want to do this or not. I like Spec Ops. I think Spec Ops is really, really fun, but it's hard to play something when you feel like stuff's not working quite right. I could see you getting into farming this a little bit. Lono ticked off? Never. Right. It's a new assault rifle. I just got into a stronghold and someone's camping it. Kind of annoying when people play like this. I can absolutely see Lono enjoying this. Yeah, I think I would get tilted by what H Brownie is saying, though. Like, if people go in and troll and they intentionally try to disrupt what people are doing. I think that's my greatest concern is, could we get 50 more likes on the video? If you guys have already hit like, thank you, but there's plenty of you that haven't. Remember, if you've got me on in the background, this is our second stream. We already did a stream about Wild Hearts. This is our second stream of the day. That's my biggest concern, is like, this feels like it's ripe for bored or angry players to just go be jerks. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're having a bad time in Warzone or you're having a bad time in Modern Warfare 2, you can be like, you know what? Let's go over to DMZ and just tick people off. We can camp the strongholds. We can camp the Exfil. You know what I mean? Then you like very few games if you depend on them working right all the time. Well, I didn't say working right all the time. It's similar to the Sea of Thieves argument. If I acquire the Stronghold key card and I clear the Stronghold and then I go to extract and there's some guy camping the Exfil, I have to do all of that all over again. I get no progress, right? Exfilling is dependent upon the first two things. The other things it had me doing, if I failed to exfil, it's okay. I still made some progress. Does that make sense? But because you have to get the Stronghold keycard and then clear the Stronghold and then extract with the intel, anybody who disrupts that is essentially taking time away from you. You have to do it all over again. Like, the other missions, it was like, if I died or somebody messed with me or disrupted me, it's a little annoying, but it's like, oh, well, I got some things accomplished. I got some things done. You have to plan for that, though. That's the strat of the game. Call one exfil site, leave it, and go to another. Sure, you can try and play looky-loo, for sure, with people and trick them. 100%, they get destroyed in normal multiplayer in Warzone. They jump in DMZ just because it's all they got. That's the risk reward. Go to popular areas except for people, or just outfight them. There are so many spawns and so many strongholds, though. Right, like you should be able to conceivably avoid people if you do it right. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't be a huge issue. We used to do the call one Exfil and go to another in Division Dark Zone, says Fin Freak. Good to see you, Fin Freak. It's that tension, right? Like when you're playing Sea of Thieves, you definitely feel the threat and it adds intensity. If that threat wasn't there, you might be like, well, this is kind of boring. Okay. Now, the other problem though with the threat is if I get all the way to Exfil and you kill me and then I don't get to Exfil, you just wasted let's say it takes me 45 minutes to do that. I think that's the big concern is you should structure the missions so that if someone kills me, the pain point's not exaggerated. Because if the pain point's exaggerated, I'll tell you what's going to happen. The trolls and the griefers, they will run people out of this game mode. They 100% will. If there's one thing I know about player behavior, it's that people with no skill and people with no life will do everything they can to come in here and ruin this for people. And if they do, you'll run everybody out and you'll go to squad fill and you won't be able to get anybody to play. They will run people out of this game mode if they're allowed to do that. Here's the thing. You can leave at will. You can exfil anytime if you have something to save. Right, but what I'm saying is that if you look at the mission structure above me, you got to get the stronghold key card, clear the stronghold, and then extract with the intel found on the guards, right? So all three things need to happen. If I fail at number 3, I have to do 1 and 2 again. So I lose all that progress. It's not like, sure, the little box would be checked, but it doesn't matter. I can't get the White Lotus intel without doing steps 1 and 2. You can wait it out for final exfil or fight it out. Yeah, you're talking generically about the mode. I'm talking specifically about losing time. And if people troll and grief, that will drive folks away from the mode. Once again, it needs to be a risk for camping those areas. Right, like if you're camping a stronghold, if you're camping an exfil, you know, they need to have things in place to make that less appealing, right? I get the whole White Lotus intel. Oh, I got the White Lotus intel without doing the other 2. How did you do that? How did you do that? Did you just walk up to a stronghold and it was already, people were already fighting or whatever? I'm telling you, there's an easy way to avoid that. I'm not saying that you can't plan around it, right? I'm not saying you can't plan around it. What I'm saying is that the way players behave in video games, my greatest concern for DMZ is that people will ruin it for others, and that's where their enjoyment will come from. You have to think about how many people are going to look at this. Oh, I got to do these things. Then I got to do all these things. Then I got to do all these things. Oh, then I got to do all these things at harder tier levels. How many people are going to look at that and say, I have no interest in that. I'm just going to go in there and pick on people and grief people and camp stuff. Like, I'm going to try and ruin everybody's day. Progress doesn't reset on missions. Well, it basically does. A random NPC at the airport? Oh. So then point number 1 and point number 2 are tied together then. You got the stronghold key card and clearing a stronghold of enemy combatants. Those 2 are connected. The other one is not. Now, these first 3 that I did, I'm just going to give you an example of why I think these are designed really well. I hope more of the missions in the DMZ gameplay are geared like this. Use your TAC map and ping a contract phone. And then find a contract phone and download the intel. Those are completely separate. You can do one, die, and get eliminated, and it's fine. You still got progress. Does that make sense? Here, find and loot 5 loot caches. Loot 5 items into your backpack. They're related, but they're not connected. You can 100% do these things separately, and if you get the 5 loot caches, but you don't loot 5 items, that's totally fine. If you die, you still got progress. Activate 1 UAV tower. Like, I hope more of the missions are like this, to where if I do 1 thing or 2 things and then I get eliminated, it's okay. It's like, oh, I still made progress. You want to be able to go back to the lobby and say, well, at least I got XYZ done. At least I chiseled away and moved the needle a little bit. Does that make sense? I played one game, had no clue what I was supposed to be doing. Apparently did 2 contracts in the game and haven't gone back. You also get tons of XP. You get tons of XP while playing. You do. Is there anybody on right now? Meech said he could play. Is there anybody else that wants to play? We could show people how this works. We could try and do a stronghold. Weapon XP is insane. Yeah, sadly, you can't be super choosy about what weapons you have, but if you're picking weapons up off the ground, you can work on weapon XP when you're in here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're just tuning in, we are checking out Warzone 2 DMZ gameplay, talking about the good, the bad, and the potential. Very surprising mode, not hardcore PvP, not hardcore Tarkov at all. Thank you for upgrading to full membership, Raw Bacon Taco. Could a lot of you guys do that? If you guys currently have a membership, there's a link in chat. I just used the upgrade command. Make sure and pick a full membership. If you decide to do a membership to support my channel, make sure and click full. It's $6. The $5 membership is base membership. That's designed for gifted members. Stealth123 on PSN. Just send me, I'm just Reforge TV. Just send me a friend request at Reforge TV. I'd prefer to play with PSN. You're Stealth123. I'd actually prefer that. Let's see here. Friends. Wait, what just happened? What's happening? Yeah, it won't let me go into my social tab. It won't let me do it. It just keeps glitching. Hang on, let me do it this way. Yeah, I can't go in. I can't. Let me go back to the main menu and see if there's an update or something. 400 people are here. Thank you so much for being here. We are checking out Warzone 2 DMZ gameplay. I'm talking about the mode, outlining what it is, trying to show people. Can I go into it here? I can't. Okay, I accepted your friends thing. I don't know what. It's a bug. I gotta tell you, they're embarrassing. This is such an this does not feel like a AAA game that a bunch of studios worked on. This feels like a Bush League beta. Like, I can't even pull up my social. I can't even pull up my social tab. Like, what did they do? Social tab's been broken since launch. Can you join me from the PlayStation dashboard? Can you join me from there? There was an update when I booted up. Yeah, I had an update when I first booted up this morning. It's a known issue. Why don't they just name the video game that? Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's a known issue. Use your voice channel as social is broken. Okay. Create your own channel. Okay. Oh. All right. Now, I invite Stealth. Meech, what's your name in here? Yeah, that's the DLC issue. Yeah. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's a known issue. Let's go to voice chat and invite them from there. Okay. What's your Activision ID? I mean, it should just be Reforge TV. You're on PSN and I accepted your friend invite. You should be on my friends list. It literally popped up and I accepted it right away. They can join through PlayStation. Okay. It does say beta up at the top. Yeah, but social's broken in the entire game, my friend. I'm out here. I'm not even in DMZ right now. Look. I'm just in Modern Warfare 2, and I can't open up social. It just dink. It just does that every time. PSN is just easier to add people. Yeah, social's not working anywhere. Yeah. It's not working anywhere. If you guys are just tuning in, we're trying to get into a DMZ game to kind of show it off. I've already walked through the missions, the setup, the weapons, how it works. If you're curious about Warzone 2 DMZ gameplay, hit subscribe so you can talk in my chat and ask questions. Those of you that have pressed the like button, you guys are the best. Thank you for doing that. Those of you that have not yet pressed the like button, do me a favor and do that. Okay, so Smashville got in my game somehow. Just sent you a PSN request. I think I accepted the first one that popped up. Was that you, Meech? Invite to channel. Is this you? Mr. Quiz or whatever? Okay. Okay, I got Wooji Meech and I got Smashville with me. Those of you that have not, get on it. That's right. Get on it. Okay, so I have a full squad. And I've got Stronghold set. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can actually deploy. And I'm going to get the Pendulum and 5,000 XP if we pull this off. Edit loadout. I don't have any keys. So we're going to hope to hang on. Let me do something real quick. Hang on, I need to change a setting. Hang on. We're going to be diving into some DMZ, Warzone 2 DMZ gameplay in just a second. You guys that are in my party, make sure you're readied up. Make sure you are readied up. And then I'm just changing a setting on capture. Give me 1 second here. Slaughter NPCs, hoping to find a key. If not, start looking at shops once you get to 5K. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm not doing anything just yet. Okay. All right, that's better. Most people on DMZ are just going for the M13 blueprint and not even using mics. It's the same old BS. Okay, well. Hang on. Okay. So, what we're trying to do, the guys that are playing with me, trying to do a stronghold. You can use comms. I'm not doing comms. I don't want to do that right now. I don't think we need comms personally. Pretty basic mode. A lot of bots, you know. A lot of bots. You guys can hear me in game for, you know, that'll work. You'll follow my lead? Okay. This again is an example of how it's kind of glitchy, it's kind of buggy. Just a black screen, you know what I mean? And then it shows that twice.
Explore, secure intel, and loot to gain access to new missions. Enemy threat is high, so expect contact.
Okay. Dies to a squad, what happened? Okay, let me pull open the map. So we need to try to get a key first. There's a stronghold over here by a buy station. So we could work our way there and try to get a key before we get there, maybe. The black screen was so clear, they have that going for them? Yeah. You gotta be careful with these bots, man. They'll kill you real quick. I'm just gonna stow stuff that's worth money. Old Lighthouse Citadel room. So you'll find keys for these random doors too whenever you're playing. Always run over their bodies because you want money.
Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert.
Okay. None of that's worth very much. Okay. Obviously, when we play this, the concern is, you know, stream snipers, so we'll have to be careful with when we queue and stuff. Because people just want to ruin your day, you know? Armor plates. Don't need to store those. Okay. Okay, if there's a buy station that sells them, one of you has enough. Somebody's taking shots at me. From pretty... over here. Right side of the bridge. Up in the building. Man, I got lit up. I don't hear anybody up here. There was...
Taking fire.
It definitely feels like an AR is better suited for this combat. You can pick...
Completing contracts earns you cash to buy gear and upgrades.
You definitely want to run over... Wait, what was that? I don't even know. Okay. Also seems like you want to be close. Oh, I get assists for people completing their contracts. That's nice. Wait, what's that? Trophy system. Hey. I want that. Yeah, so I can look at my backpack right now. I got 7,000 in cash. Wait, why would I want to drop that? Why does it say I have 1,300, but then here I have... I don't get that at all. Drop all? Oh, do we collectively have 9,000? Oh, that's what my bag's worth. Okay, thank you, Butters. I was like, what the frick? Watch your plates, Smashville. You don't have any plates. Oh, come on.
All Ultra, you just closed the contract on a Los Alamos smuggler known as Romero. Bounty payment secure.
You'll live.
I hope so.
I'm good.
Didn't plate? I tried to. He pushed. Hey, I'm gonna put an ammo box in here.
Dropping ammo here.
Okay. All right. We don't have. I don't think. Does anybody have a stronghold key yet? I'm assuming stronghold key would be in my backpack, right, chat? Dude, I got shot once and my plate's gone. Oh, there he is. Golly. There's NPCs everywhere. I got something for distance now. This is intense, man. Smash rolls down again. Shoot. I got you guys covered.
Contact.
Oh. Jiminy Christmas. We're just trying to, like, move through a little area. Does anybody have a key yet? Missed the morning stream, but now I'm here. Well, thanks for being here. Guys, make sure you're smashing that like button. If you've already hit like, you're the best. Oh, Stronghold keycard. Got it. Oh, gosh. He's right here. There's a whole crowd in this building.
Taking effective fire. What's the fire? Dropping ammo here.
Jiminy Christmas!
Contact!
Hi, can you subscribe to me? No, but I can ban you from my chat for self-promotion. Did that work out the way you wanted it to? Live players, I bet.
Taking fire!
Dadgummit! Oh, get out of here! Freaking bots, bro. Okay, we can go do a stronghold. Like,
what's your fire? Contact!
what the frick? I need armor plates, bro. I need armor plates. We gotta move. There's nothing.
Taking effective fire!
Jiminy Christmas. All right, let's try to move to the 700-meter stronghold. If we clear from here. Hang on. All right, the helo's moving. All right, I'm heading there. RPK. What gun you got? I got an RPK, and then I got the Lockman SMG from the Battle Pass, the espionage. I need to replenish my ammo crate thing. It's not replenishing on its own. Car battery. There's ways to get the ammo crate thing back. I think you have to loot it. Right here. Sniper and a trophy system. Yeah, we got... Oh, God. Golly, you're shooting early, bro. With a pistol. Come on, homie. My man. You got to engage it. You got to engage a little bit closer. Now they know we're coming.
Do not die here. Stay alive.
Yeah, you can't do that. You cannot engage the NPCs at like that far away.
You'll live.
With a pistol, bro.
Yes,
Using SMG? No, you were standing in the street with a pistol. I saw you. Like, don't do that. You gotta let us get close. Another Stronghold key card. Like, the NPCs won't pay much attention to us until we get close. Okay. If you don't move, you keep getting aggro. Yeah. They just kept coming for us in that town. Okay. I need my ammo box thing again. Oh, wait, there is a timer. We've got 6 minutes. Radiation blockers and stim. I don't have any armor plates. You don't have a pistol? I don't know what you were using. It looked like you were holding a pistol in the street. Either way, we gotta get closer before we engage.
Armor here. Watch your fire.
Thank you. I'll put one on. What? Okay. That was weird. I don't know why it wouldn't just pick up the third plate. Super weird.
Effective fire.
Gosh, they're accurate. I think a car's coming. No, it went past. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like the combat in this is superior to Spec Ops because it just feels like more... Shoot. Somebody's way out there. No, it's only 160 meters, Meech. No, I ain't about that life. I ain't about that life, bro.
Ultra One actual. High winds are increasing in the AO. Move to an extract point before radiation spreads.
I just got a lot of stuff. We got 3 minutes. We should probably try to exfil. We don't have time. We're gonna have to take the car to exfil, aren't we? We're gonna run out of time. Frick. All right. Let's do it. We don't have time. We do not have time to do the thing. We might not even have time to exfil. I don't know why you did that. You have some more time? We have 2.5 minutes. How do you figure? Oh, the timer is for the start of the gas? You have like 8 minutes? Alright, well let's exfil anyway. Because we have a stupid amount of money and stuff. We can do the... Maybe there's a stronghold over here we can do before we exfil. Yeah. I'll find a way, bro.
Taking effective fire.
I get... I am real sorry. I did this to us. Dang it.
Ultra One actual. Winds are pushing radiation through the area. Advise moving to extraction when able.
I am so low on ammo. I am super low.
Taking effective fire.
Like, nobody's dropping ammo.
You'll live. I'm good. Taking fire.
Ultra One, Dino Force inbound for extraction. Be advised, radiation is coming in fast. It's gonna be a tight window.
I don't have any ammo, bro. That's so freaking lame.
Dino 4 is holding at the extraction point. Ultra 1, extraction is no longer possible in that area. Get to an alternate extract point.
That is so freaking lame. Like, the main pain point is that I ran out of ammo. Like, what's the point in having the ammo box if it's not going to replenish itself? That's so freaking stupid. Like, so my main pain point is I had no ammo? Like, that's why we lost? Like, come on. Someone had self-res? You guys both went down. I mean, there's only so much I can do. I was literally picking up a weapon, emptying it, picking up a weapon, emptying it. Like, there's only so much I can do. Like, you can't die 5 times in a game. Like, you got to play better. Like, I went down once. Come on. I'm sorry, twice. I went down twice. You can't go down that many times. It's not that kind of a game mode. I had a munitions box, Finn, and it wouldn't replenish itself. I had one. I used it earlier, and then I used it a second time, and then I didn't have it anymore. I don't understand, like, what's the point in having that in your loadout? Yeah, and this is another thing that it does, another wonderful glitch. So because we died, now I have to go in with an M4, and I can't take anything else, any other weapons in with me. So because we died, yeah, this is my field upgrade, but it doesn't run like a field upgrade. Like, why do I not get my munitions box back throughout the game? It doesn't make any freaking sense. Is it another one of the numerous glitches and bugs in the game? Stuff doesn't work right? And is this your game design? That's our reward for what we just did? Our reward for what we just did is yippee freaking skippy. We got XP, and now I have nothing I can take in with myself. It never recharges? No, it never recharged. It just sat there gray the whole game. The only reason I got another field upgrade was because I picked one up. They don't recharge, you find more. Yeah, that's stupid. The enemies are so armored, like you can't... It's dumb. You're just dumping ammo into the enemies. They should be dropping ammo. Like, I'm running around with an SMG, and I'm running around with an AR. Like... How many times do I need to do that in order to get ammo? Even when I picked up another one, it didn't recharge? Yeah, I think it's glitchy. Had to rejoin. I would prefer... Is there... You only keep what you successfully extract with. They do drop ammo? No, they don't. I was running over every dead body. I wasn't getting any ammo. I literally I had 31 bullets. I ran over 3 bodies and my ammo didn't go up. And they all had SMGs and ARs. You had 60 plus kills? Yeah, I don't even know what we accomplished. We didn't accomplish anything. It's not auto pickup. So how do you get the ammo? Your ammo box doesn't recharge. Once you use it, you got to pick another one up. I just don't get the appeal of this game mode. I don't get it. So we just spent... How long was that? What was that? 40 minutes? 30 minutes? I don't know how long that was. And I've got nothing to show for it. I acquired a key card. And I've got XP on my progression. I moved... I was a level 40 and now I'm almost a level 41. Like, that's my reward. I don't understand the appeal of this game mode. So we did all that for basically nothing because we got killed by bots because we ran out of ammo. And imagine if those were real players that did that. Welcome to Tarkov. Yeah, I would say welcome to a dead game mode. I don't see people playing this because it doesn't appeal to hardcore Tarkov players. It appeals to people like me, and people like me aren't going to put up with that. We went to extract and we died because you just dumped heavily armored person, and I ran out of ammo. You're bugging against the game type itself? How? I went around and killed stuff, collected stuff, tried to exfil, died to heavily armored enemies because we all had no ammo. And I'm supposed to get a thrill from that. Oh, that was thrilling. Yeah. I died to enemies that are all wearing tons of armor, and it was because I didn't have any ammo. It's a Tarkov clone, and Tarkov isn't dead. If you think this is a Tarkov clone, you haven't played Tarkov or listened to anybody that plays Tarkov. This is not a Tarkov clone. You have to conserve ammo until the alarm is sounded? How do you conserve ammo? There were enemies everywhere. We were constantly getting shot at. In the future, we have to ping the ammo refill stations on the map. You do not have to engage them all. I need you to not do this thing where you give platitudinous advice when you clearly weren't watching what happened. Like, don't do that. Either watch the gameplay and react and commentate to what just took place, or don't give advice. Because we weren't engaging them all. We went to an Exfil station, and we were getting shot at from every single angle. We weren't like intentionally running around and picking fights with every NPC that we saw. That's not what we did. Everyone, like, I literally had everybody was dead on my team. Like, what was I supposed to do? Ammo stashes in buildings help, and then communicating with team tactics to attack from different angles is very key. Did anybody have a munitions box? So apparently, I didn't understand this. It's not a field upgrade. They shouldn't call it a field upgrade, because it's not. You go in with the field upgrade, and once you use it, it doesn't replenish itself. You have to find more while you're out there. Calm the freak down, sit in timeout. If it was all angles and no ammo. Yeah, it wasn't a matter of angles. We ran out of ammo. I didn't realize that your field upgrade didn't replenish itself. It's like, oh, okay, so where do I get ammo? I thought I would be able to throw it on the ground. I swear when I played yesterday, that thing was replenishing itself. I swear to you it was. Either that or I was picking them up and didn't realize it. We used all our munitions boxes, and when we picked up another one, it still didn't refresh for me. It gave me one off of an armor box. I picked up your armor box and then threw it back down, and then it refilled my field upgrade. You can buy them from buy stations and hold more in your backpack. Go back and kill your first group of enemies and look at the ground. It should explain the ammo thing. Same thing in Spec Ops, but we knew where all the ammo refill was, so we did not have to worry about it. Seems like the ammo resupply locations on the map are essential to success. Why wouldn't you have that be one of the first missions that you do? Like, I don't understand. Like, what a horrible way to learn that lesson. We screwed up by not going to any buy stations. I'll agree to that. Well, we were going to do a stronghold, which is why we weren't going to buy stations. Like that, we weren't thinking about exfilling. And then when the timer was counting down, I was like, oh my gosh, we need to get out of here. And then people were like, oh, the countdown is for gas. I was like, oh, well, there's a stronghold right here. Let's try to do it. And then I don't know if one of you did it or not. One of you called the helicopter, and we weren't doing that yet. We were going to try to fight our way through to do a stronghold because it was like, oh, people said you have 8 minutes. And I was like, oh, that's enough time to do the stronghold. Somebody marked the stronghold. Well, whoever called the helo, that's basically why we got overwhelmed. When you call the helo, a ton of guys show up. So somebody called the helo, and I was like, I didn't know we were doing that. I thought we were going to the stronghold because somebody marked it on the map. So I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden we had 8 guys around us in full armor, and we had no ammo. I was literally going up to every dead body and just picking a gun up and using that. I was like, I couldn't get my ammo back. You guys using comms? Using comms wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, you can't invite friends right now. The social tab's busted. If you try to do it, it does that. Again, it's because they do everything instanced in this game. The UI and the setup of this game, it's so Bush League and bad. I don't know who is in charge. Whoever was in charge of the UI and the logistical inner workings of Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone, all this, they're so bad at their job. They're so bad at their job. So right now, I'm not in a lobby. I'm not. If I click on this, it has to create a lobby. And look at how laggy it is, right? If I back out and I go here, it does it again. It creates a whole new lobby. So instead of creating the lobby, leaving me in the lobby, and then I pick what I'm going to do, it creates a lobby every single time I click on something, right? Oh, and by the way, I just backed out. I'm not where I previously was. I'm now in Battle Royale. So now I have to back out again and then go in here, and it creates another lobby. So they're basically beating the snot out of their own logistical systems and servers because they designed this like a bunch of morons. Instead of putting me in a lobby, leaving me there, and I bring people into my lobby and then we decide where we're going to go, it creates a freaking lobby every time you click on something. It's like, gee, I wonder why social breaks. I wonder why I can't play with friends. I wonder why the menus lag. Like, because you built this like a bunch of morons. It'd be useful if all 3 of you aren't consuming the same ammo types, just a tip. I think the DMZ mode is good, but it's a steep learning curve. Like, so apparently your field upgrade doesn't replenish. You got to replenish it by finding it. Okay. And then you have to constantly, I guess, pick up ammo. You don't run over dead bodies and get ammo. You have to constantly pick it up, I guess. So we got to the end. Someone called in the helo, which wasn't the plan, so that's part of the problem. And again, we weren't on comms, but they could hear me. I was using my mic and my controller. They could hear what I was saying. And somebody tagged a stronghold. I thought we were going to do a stronghold. Somebody got confused and thought we were exfilling because we were going to exfil. And then it was like, oh, well, let's not exfil. Let's go do a stronghold. Extraction games are always a steep curve. But that's just it. That's just it. This game, when I played it yesterday, I played without sound and without comms, and it didn't feel like that at all. So I guess I just got lucky. I played 3 times yesterday. I leveled up a bunch, and I got these things done without breaking a sweat. It was like, you know what I'm saying? It felt super casual. It felt super casual. So then I go in today, and it was like, we ran out of ammo. It was like, that's kind of why we died. it was like we didn't necessarily play poorly. You know, we went down a couple of times. I went down twice. I think Smashville went down a couple of times, and then Meech went down a couple of times. We were all taking turns going down because you get shot and you die very quickly in the mode. The tasks you were trying to accomplish yesterday were much simpler. Yeah, but Creature, we didn't even try to do the Stronghold. We basically tried to get money in Exfil. That's what we tried to do. And we failed to do that because we ran out of ammo. So now we've learned the lesson. Okay, you got to go to buy stations, you got to go to ammo refill stations, and you got to replenish your field upgrade. We were all out of ammo. And now I honestly can't accomplish anything in the mode until I clear a stronghold. I'm going to mute my mic. Until I clear a stronghold or extract with White Lotus intel, I'm not accomplishing anything. That's the other problem. I told you guys this morning that was going to be a problem with the mode, is I can't do anything until I do those two things. And all it takes is a bad run like I just had, and then you got to start all over, and you have nothing to show for it. You have XP. And all XP does is move my progression. I don't know. Did it move my, hang on. Did it move my battle pass at all? No, it didn't move my battle pass even an inch. I don't know why my battle pass moved yesterday. I think he responded to me once when I was a member. How's this for a response? Not unless we're paying. Yeah, you too. Hey, it's like members only. You can't talk. You want to take shots at me for not replying to people who aren't members? Get the frick out. Go find somebody else to watch. I've been interacting with Backwoods Biscuit and D the Dragon this entire time. I've been interacting with guys that aren't members this entire time. I wouldn't consider that one a critique, just your preference of taste. Well, it would be nice if you could make progress without exfil, like you could on the first couple. That's what I told Creature. When I did those first couple of missions, I was like, oh, dope. I made progress even though I didn't exfil. Like, I literally tested it out. I was like, I went and did some things, and I intentionally let myself die. Because that was one of my primary questions. That guy's name is Shaquille Oatmeal. I think that is a fantastic username. Oh, he's gone. I wanted to play with Shaquille Oatmeal. This man literally argued against those of us that said take chat to members only because he wants to argue, because he wants to talk to non-members. So I intentionally went in and I said, all right, I want to feel like what this feels like. What's it feel like when you don't exfil, right? So I went in, I got some stuff done. I intentionally let myself die. I was like, oh, this isn't bad. I got stuff done. Well, then when I saw the mission that I'm on right now, I was like, see, that's the problem. You could spend 30 minutes, who knows how long. I don't know how long we were in that game. It felt like a long time. And if you don't exfil, you don't make any progress. Which again...
Explore, secure intel, and loot to gain access to new missions.
I get that people are like, this is a Tarkov mode. That's the appeal. I get what you're saying, but the Tarkov fans are saying it's not hardcore enough. Do you get what I'm saying? And since the Tarkov fans are saying it's not hardcore enough, it's going to land in this little middle valley where, like, it appeals to people like me, and I don't know if people like me are going to like it. They're going to be like, oh, I didn't make any progress. Oh no, you were playing fine, Leech. I was trying to get a headshot. You get more points for the headshot. Okay, so you're telling me... I don't understand. So did that refill my ammo and then it threw itself back down again? Okay, Stronghold keycard. Okay, so the keycards do drop quite a bit. I got 2 to drop last game. So, do you see how I walked over that ammo? It felt like it automatically picked it up for me. And then I threw it back down or something. I don't need the inflatable decoy. That was not our... Oh, golly. I saw it when it was too late.
Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open.
Okay. I heard glass break again. It must be my teammate. Yeah, it's him. That smoke means they're hardcore. Right? I'm out of play. Oh.
Stay alive.
Ultra One, locate gas reward contracts on your tac map.
I feel like I don't feel like the rhythm works. I feel like the enemies are like so tanky strong.
There's an open contract on him. Confirm that kill.
He didn't get Killa. So he's just gonna box that guy.
Taking effective fire.
Mashville, I don't want to play with anybody from the stream because every time you go down, I get irritated. Like if a stranger goes down, whatever. But like, I don't want to play. I don't want to play with people from the stream. Like it just tilts me. I'd rather play with Randys that go down than someone from the stream that I'm gonna get annoyed with, and then that's not a vibe I want to have. Like, I don't know why that guy didn't go in and shoot. He acted like he didn't have a gun. Wait, what is this now? Free weapons? What? So I'll get random weapons now? Ouch. I'm not saying it to be mean, but like he was doing stuff that was like, I don't want to play that way, I don't want to engage that way, and then he went down and I was like, and I don't want to have that vibe. I don't want to be like scolding, because then there's always the losers in chat that are waiting to be like, oh, you're being kind of rude, bro. It's like, okay. No, they don't do that when you don't have any guns. I don't think. I've had that happen before, and I've not had any guns. You can go in with no weapons. Yeah, it's going to give me random weapons is what it just said. If you get eliminated 2 times in a row, do you get that as like a perk? Like a, hey, I'm sucking, can you help me out? You know what I mean? So it's literally trying to help me. Yeah, Smashville, I knew you would know what I meant. Because you're a grown man, like, and not a child. I knew you knew what I meant.
From local forces and watch for other operators in the AO.
Yeah, so I have a Kostov with 2 attachments and a 45. Okay. Let's try to make this work. Let's try to make this mode work, chat. These guys that I'm with are going weapons hot, like, instantly. I can't help you. That's too far.
Activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert.
See, I think when we engage, maybe that's what's happening. Because when he says that... So when he says that, did we draw attention to ourselves and now there's going to be more guys here? Because my boy's over there just shooting everything that moves? You know what I'm saying?
Actual to Ultra One. Intel sourced the location of an AQ hard drive. Secure that disk and upload all content.
Oh, golly!
Marked on your TAC map.
See, they have to work on that. That's ludicrous. I opened the door and instantly got shot.
Taking effective fire.
Okay, got my RPK. All right. I just leveled up the RPK by running around with it? Why does every random? Well, if you look what they're trying to work on, you can tell it's their first time in the mode.
Drop point for your squad, soldier.
Ultra One, we've marked a radio tower on your TAC map. Use it to transmit the data.
Where's the other guy? Oh, it's just me. One of my guys backed out. Oh, Team XP. You're running duo on the DMZ? Yeah, you could definitely come in here with just two of you. 100%. You could. You just got to really, really stick close together. It's just a lot of team shotting that you have to do. The harder enemies are just so tanky. Yeah, that helo's going to drop some tough hombres. Okay. Ugh.
Ultra One actual. Enemy UAV is in the airspace.
Oh! What the frick?
Ultra One, use the tower to transmit the data. Access point is at the top.
Call of Duty timing, baby. Ah!
Missed me.
Their accuracy is just so... It's just too much. Watch the ammo, you're on kill happy? I've got plenty of ammo now. Oh, you guys can't see. Because I'm running over bodies and it's giving me ammo. See? You see what I'm saying? That was a player? No, it was not. That guy that shot me was not a player. He was standing still. I had a gamer tag pop up? Are you seriously? His name came at the bottom of the screen. Frick. Golly. What?
Hostile advanced UAV is active.
Oh, yeah, I'm out of there. I'm going to try an Exfil. I don't have much. Let's see what happens when we exfil. No, I don't have anything but ammo and money. That guy was trash. I literally thought it was a bot. He was just like standing still. He shot me so fast when I peeked. That's why I thought he was a bot. We got a guy over there. I need to make exfilling worth my while. Did that guy really do that? Like, did that really happen? I literally shot him and he insta-turned and RPG'd? Like, that's a thing? How many Christmas? I tell you why people, I'm telling you right now why people like this. It's basically a rogue shooter. That's why people like this.
Ultra One, this is Dino 4. We're moving to the LZ for extraction now.
I'm terrible.
We're approaching the LZ now. Keep it secure for us.
I'm working on it.
Ultra One, Dino 4. We're standing by. Get to the extraction point now. Dino 4 is RTB.
But my heart was pounding out of my dadgum chest. So I unlocked those weapons, and then it said I shaved 2 minutes off my weapon thing. So you don't get anything on the battle pass. I don't even know what that sticker box challenge is. Yeah, you don't get any credit on the battle pass. That doesn't make any sense to me. I thought everything you did was supposed to help with that. Okay, so now I can go back in with these and my recovery time has been lowered. Okay. So now I go back in with these weapons. I get it. And then my recovery time got lowered by 2 minutes on getting to take in my own gun. I was getting Battle Pass XP last night. It's bugged now. Wait, never take stuff in? Why? Oh, it goes in my contraband stash? I feel like I should take one gun. How am I going to kill anything in the beginning? I took all of my loot in my first match and got pancaked by a guy in a truck as I was getting to Exfil. Ugh. You can deposit cash to reduce the cooldown on the map. Oh. $30 more likes, y'all, and Lono will stop the beatings. Yeah. Zubair's asking for more likes. I mean, if we got some, like, hardcore homies that wanted to jump on comms and really try this, but I don't know.
Welcome to Al Mazrah. Explore, secure intel, and loot to gain access to new missions. Enemy threat is high, so expect contact.
We call them rats. The less you take in, the less you lose, the more you have to gain. Low risk, high reward. Not like you can't find a gun living around. Yeah, that's what Butters is saying. Butters is saying the same thing. Okay, so you're basically telling me go in here and look for a gun. Like, let's imagine I had nothing. Ah. That's no good. Key to weapons repair kit in the Satik Cave complex? That might be worth looking into. Oh, bro, why are you already engaging? Yeah, great. You ever seen if they do What'd you do? Oh, he crawled here.
I'm good. Go.
I'm good. Go. Dadgummit. Yeah, see, they weren't dropping ammo in that game. They're dropping ammo all the time now. When I run over their bodies, I get some. When me and Meech went down, like, homie, we killed so many guys, and, like, nobody dropped ammo. What's this? This is Stronghold, isn't it? The Satik Cave Complex. That has a place where I can use my key. I'm getting out of here. You can loot, you want to keep and extract with, and only take back in what you're willing to lose.
Contracts earns you cash to buy gear and upgrades.
Maybe the guys at the end don't drop ammo? Yeah, maybe, but that's what I mean. Like, everybody I'm killing now is dropping a little ammo box, and I run over it, and I get ammo. So you think they intentionally don't drop ammo at the end?
Ultra One, intel located AQ supply sites nearby. We need you to destroy them. Coordinates are on your TAC map.
It also seems like if you don't want to fight, like, go around the POI. Like, I know if I run through that village, I'm going to run into people. Don't you need a scavenger perk to get ammo? No, huh? They drop these little ammo boxes, and I get ammo from them.
Set a charge on the supplies and destroy them.
Okay, I'm trying to avoid entanglements. I just saw an RPGer. The thing is, they shoot the minute they see you. I mean, they like insta-shoot you. Clown tried to roll up on you. Yeah, some AI. He's like, hey, that's my stash. I was wondering what it was. For half a second, I thought it was like an anti-tank mine or something. I was like, what the frick is this? Okay. Let me check my stash again. Weapons repair kit in the Satik Cave Complex. So there's a weapons repair kit in there where I'm headed. And I have the key to it. Ah!
Charge set. Secure the area or start moving to the next target.
That is so annoying. You gotta stay with teammates. Just please don't. Really? Have you tried not missing your shots? Have you tried not being a loser? Yo, Meech, try to join up. I just want to try to do some of the stuff. What are you saving your weapons for? Well, no, I'll use that one now. I got out with 2 weapons, so that gives me 2 rounds of starting with the weapon. Does that make sense? What I've seen today, this might not be hardcore enough for Tarkov players, and in my eyes, it's nowhere close, but for COD players, this is the perfect taste. I just really want to know if it's buggy, because we killed so many people leading up to that extract, and we never got any ammo, and now every guy I'm killing is dropping an ammo box. It's buggy. That's what I'm saying. Like, I really felt like something was off in that that time that we lost. I was like, we should not be killing 20-something enemies and getting no ammo. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, you guys were telling me that I did something wrong. BS. Every game I've played since, I run over their bodies and I get ammo. Everybody's so quick to blame me, and it's like, pay attention. Everybody I've killed since then has dropped ammo. And in that game, I killed at least 3 or 4 people down in the street before we moved up to the building where the helo was landing, and there was no ammo. I ran over every single body and could do nothing but pick up their gun. Getting ammo because it's the same type of gun? No, it's literally an ammo box, Paul. You can see it. Now, yes, if they're using a different type of gun, like a shotgun, you won't get the ammo. But all the guys I killed were using SMGs and ARs. They literally weren't dropping the box. It was like, where the frick is it? I have a complaint about the coffee. If I leave my mug alone for 30 minutes, it gets cold. Still tasty, but I prefer it hot. Please advise. Buy an Ember mug. I got some of those for my wife.
Looting and securing intel will open access to missions and targets. Expect resistance from local forces and watch for other operators in the AO.
Yeah. We've only run into one real player. Yeah, I was trying to avoid. That's fine. All right, I'll turn my in-game mic on. You'll probably have to mute the stream so you don't get, like, double sound echo.
I'm taking fire.
Okay, so that guy didn't drop ammo. So it seems like they don't always drop ammo. So maybe we just got some really bad RNG.
Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert.
I just wanted to hop through there.
Taking effective fire.
Bless you. Pistol SMG. Like, moving through with another person is super satisfying. Like, we're being pretty tactical. And that's like really fun. What is it? I don't know what I just took. No. Okay. I still need to do, a stronghold. Do you have a stronghold key? We should probably do comms in Discord.
Ultra One, you can locate cash reward contracts on your TAC map.
Yo, it's good, 30. What is this? It's the Tarkov-esque mode in Warzone called DMZ. It's revive pistol. Okay. It's just hardcore enough that I feel like it's gonna like turn people off that are all about like plunder. But I also think it's not hardcore enough. It's not hardcore enough to appeal to like Tarkov fans. The wine is worth a junk ton of money for some reason. Oh! Golly. Frick, he scared the frick out of me. Oh, we need a safe code. I got an armor vest. That's a good find. You don't know what Tarkov's about? It's an extraction game, so like you try to get out with stuff, and there's other people doing the same thing. When you get out with stuff, you can use it in other runs. Like you go back in and
seeing increased activity in the area. Stay sharp.
Yep, as soon as we get in a fight, they do that. So we can't stay. You have to, like, keep moving. Lockman. I'm trying to get a. I'm trying to do a stronghold.
Ultra One, be advised, enemy attack helo is heading your way.
Enemy attack helo. Why? Oh no! I left my RPK behind for the Lockman. Shoot. I wasn't paying attention. I swapped the wrong weapon. And to keep my...
Ultra One, action. That intel located nuclear material stored in the area. Secure and extract that material. Marking your TAC map.
Oh, you need to do that when you're hurt, I guess. I think this guy dropped armor. We still don't have a key. I don't think any... Oh, golly. More armor. No key. For strong activities, recommend 3 players. The gun. Okay. You have to buy keys at stations. I've been getting them today from people. They drop them. Like, that's why I'm going up to their bodies. It looks like a credit card, and it's a gold level. It's like a gold level quality. Yeah, the RPK has been really good at range. So I got an RPK and a Lockman. It can, but it's rare. It's crazy that... I mean, I don't have any... Dude, I bet you one of these guys dropped a key card. Come on, they were in a vehicle. Right? There it is. I got one. Okay. So now... Where's the closest one? Right here. We gotta watch our right. I don't know if my mic's coming through or not. I don't think it is. Testing, testing. Yeah, I don't think it is. Oh no, it is. Okay. Are you out of plates, bro? Oh, frick. Ah!
Dropping ammo here.
Okay. All right. Okay, unlock Stronghold. I'm gonna let me know when you're ready. Should we maybe clear these other buildings? I feel like we should clear these other buildings. Okay, so I can L1 heal myself if it gets bad. I got 2. You ready? Okay. Alright, let's see what happens.
Taking effective fire.
I equipped the self-revive. Oh. Ride shield. So what do we do now?
You'll live. I'm good.
He didn't get in. Plate up if you can. I don't know if anybody dropped plates. Don't forget about the res gun. I'm saving the res gun for a clutch moment. Hang on. Extract with White Lotus intel found on Stronghold guards. Hang on. I don't see any. Imported tea. Picture of a dog? That won't count. Oh, wait. White Lotus intel. Got it. We have to exfil now. Oh. I don't think I need to get all of it, do I? I think I just needed the one. Yeah, I just need one. Okay. Closest exfil. The best exfil would be to the south. Oh, F. All comes down to this, chat. Me and Meech. We don't have a lot of choices either. We got 2 stems. I got 2 stems in case I get hurt. And I can res him. Oh, you got no ammo or armor. I honestly feel like you call it and then you get away from it. That's the strat I've used. The 2 times I've gotten out. Okay. The F is that? What does that sound? There's a helo up to the left. Gosh, this thing's freaking wide open. I think that truck... Or maybe in the shadows on the right. Yeah.
Actual. High winds are increasing in the AO. Move to an extract point before radiation spreads.
Working on it. Probably right here.
Ultra One, this is Dino 4. We're moving to the LZ for extraction now.
Yep.
approaching the LZ now. Keep it secure for us. Ultra One, Dino 4, we're standing by. Get to the extraction point now. This is Dino 4. All OQ secure. Dino 4 to actual. All objectives and personnel secure. For RTV at this time.
Oh, get in there!
Haha! My man, Meech! You're my man! Dude, my freaking heart was pounding. Oh my gosh, bro. That is so... I know that's not Tarkov intense, but for me, that's intense. Like, I know the Tarkov boys are probably yawning, but I'm like, bro, my heart's pounding out of my dadgum chest. Yeah, and then it does this after every game. So hopefully I get credit. Are you enjoying it over sweaty multiplayer? I have concerns about investment loss. Okay, so now I have a bunch of tier 2 missions and I have a bunch of tier 1 White Lotus missions. So the whole game just opened up for me. So I have all of these tier 2 and then I have all of these at tier 1. Now, you can activate show previous missions. There, so because you want to uncheck that. You want to uncheck the Stronghold one. So I had to hit square to show previous missions, then uncheck it. Because you can do, like, I could do, like, Big Spender, and then, like, Junker, and then I could come over here to White Lotus and do that one. You can activate 3 and go in. Right? So, like, acquire 60,000 in cash, spend 60,000 in the shop, destroy 6 vehicles, travel to 6 different points of interest. Complete 1 secure radioactive material contract. Loot 4 items in a radioactive cache. Capture a SAM site. Wait for your captured SAM site to shoot down an airplane. Loot a dropped supply drop. Eliminate an HVT contract or complete one. Loot a key found on an HVT or elsewhere. Use a key to unlock a locked space. Data collection. Find loot on a computer, extract 4 thumb drives, extract 5 hard drives. So you actually can find the loot, but then you got to extract. That one's a pain because you have to specifically target those items and they're kind of low value, right? And then you come over to White Lotus and you've got fuel and repair vehicles at 5 gas stations, extract 7 gas cans, acquire a basilisk commonly found in police stations, kill 13 enemies with headshots using a basilisk. This is ridiculous, right? Loot a medicine cabinet. Extract 9 stems. Extract 6 bandages. Acquire a destroy supplies contract. Complete a destroy supplies contract. Open a safe. I don't know how you open a safe. How do you got to figure out how to get the codes, I imagine. And then fully encumbered. Extract with a full backpack. So you would want to do this one if you're trying to do one like this, like extracting with 9 sims or extracting with like this the computer stuff. And the rewards are crap. Well, I think what they're trying to do, it's meant to be quest driven. Drill or blow up the safes. Oh, a safe is just wait and guard it while it opens. Oh, there was a safe we could have done then. Like, this is contraband that I can take back in. So you can build up your contraband. It's not reward oriented at all. Sadly, it's also glitching out and not giving me any progress on my battle pass, and it's supposed to. I guess people were glitching it or something. Give me 1 second here. So I can definitely see the appeal, but you 100%. I mean, right now I could go in and solo queue and work on some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I could. Any of the ones that are tied to extraction, you probably wouldn't want to do on your own, but you could work on all the other ones that are just like destroy a vehicle, refuel a tank of a gas and all that. Anything tied to extraction, you wouldn't want to do by yourself. So, like, you could totally boot up and casually complete a radioactive material contract and loot 4 items from radioactive caches. You could totally do that and not feel like you have to be teamed up with your sweat buds, right? Destroying 6 vehicles. A lot of these things you could do on your own. Anything tied to extraction, you 100% want to play with another person, or you're just going to get really, really irritated. Because if you don't extract, like, the whole, you've wasted all of your time. I figure calling cards, skins, and blueprints. I also just see it more as just, like, the satisfaction of, like, completing the quests. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it feels like, the satisfaction of like getting it all done kind of a thing. Oh, I didn't save these images yet. You get a crap ton of XP in this mode. Yeah, I leveled up again. If you look here, if you look at this progression, I literally was today at 40. I'm at 41, 42 just from this mode. Like, I got so much XP. Okay. I don't see, like, a lot of players doing this mode aside from XP. I still think my biggest concern is that it's not hardcore enough for the Tarkov boys, but it's a little bit too hardcore for people like me. Like, I feel like I would burn out. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's solo. No, you can turn squad fill off and on. I turned it off because me and Meech just wanted to play with just the 2 of us. I think it's in a weird valley because, like, I find it appealing when I look and I see, like, oh, cool, you've got, like, this quest-like system in here built, and I can get all these things done. It's really satisfying to get those things done and to, you know, check all of the boxes. But again, I think the problem is that the experience ends up feeling extremely hardcore, and for players like me, it's a little too much. It's like, this is a little too hardcore for my taste. And then when you hand it to the Tarkov boys are going to be like, this is frickin' Bush League. Happy Middle or Weird Valley, not sure yet. Right. Honestly, that was pretty fun. We took a more tactical approach and extracted once we got what we needed instead of getting greedy. No, that felt great, Meech. I really did. I think that felt great. If we would have had a third person, it would have been easy street. If we would have had a third person, like, playing at, like, a sweaty level, it would have been easy street. But, like, honestly, 2 people is better than 3 if the third person's having a hard time. Because, like, you keep trying to res them, it kind of slows you down. Like, you need to just be able to, like, keep moving, right? It's for sure a happy middle for me, says Abe. Tarkov was not my vibe, but DMZ has been fun as well. Some of the Tarkov big boys are loving it, so it's not all of them. It probably just feels like they get to kind of like let their hair down and breathe a little bit. You know what I'm saying? There's a ton of people looking for Tarkov-type games that don't have access to Tarkov. Right, because Tarkov is PC only. That is true. This can appeal to console players that want a game mode like this. I don't know if it needs more human players for me to feel challenged. I didn't feel that. I didn't feel that that need. Because I felt like it was the exact right amount of pressure that I would want from the mode. Like I said, like, I don't want to go in and have like this super stressful experience. What's so weird is we've gotten a ton of subscribers and a ton of people were watching us play this. So I don't know if people are going to want to watch folks grind this. I really don't know. I need to finish God of War Ragnarok is part of the problem, and I have a stream scheduled. So I need to do that. We need to finish it today. People said that I'm basically close to the end, so we're not going to be able to do a member stream today. We're not going to be able to do a member stream. It's just that one map for now, 30. Yeah. It's definitely fun with another person, like, that knows how to play it. Like, that was really, really fun. It reminded me of Division. It reminded me of Division Survival. It's a fun grind and it's a good watch. Yeah, I think people dig the fact that it's, like, it's scary and intense. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they might lose everything. No member stream? No. You gonna play regular Warzone? Regular Warzone's just not my bag, homie. That DMZ has potential. Like, the DMZ has potential. If I could grind that with someone like I just did with Meats, like, that could be really fun. I don't know if we'll do it again tomorrow. Because, like, that high risk, high reward, I mean, if we would have failed there at the end, that would have been a humongous buzzkill. Do you know what I mean? That'd have been a humongous buzzkill to end the day on. So obviously it's like, I'm feeling the itch because we got out. But if you don't get out, you're not going to be feeling that kind of way. I haven't watched God of War Ragnarok streams because I don't want to spoil it. Well, I have to put it on screen here in a minute. So if you guys don't want God of War Ragnarok spoilers, you need to leave. Make sure and smash the like button on your way out. Make sure you're here tomorrow. Today was a little bit different because we covered the Wild Hearts gameplay, and now we're getting ready to switch gears. We should finish God of War Ragnarok today, so I shouldn't need to play it tomorrow. 12 to 26 players plus AI. Yeah. Yeah, it's saying this morning's stream we only had a 1.4. I thought we ended at like a 2. It's saying that they're having trouble with the back end. YouTube's having issues again today. All right, see you 30. All right, I'm going to give you guys another warning. 30 seconds. If you succeed every time, that's not fun. Well, sure. It's just, now that I have all those other missions, Eugene, I can always turn on a mission and get something done, even if we don't exfil. That was my whole point. Like, I need to be able to do something so that if I fail to exfil, at least I got something done. Does that make sense? That was my big issue with it. It was like, everything's riding on me exfilling. That's not fun, because that's all or nothing. The way they have it set up, like, once you get to the other missions, I can always equip something that's more casual and then have one that's set up with exfil. So then if I exfil, gravy on top. If I don't exfil, at least I got other things done. Heap should go sub to 30. You'd have to sub to his new channel. Don't click on the name in chat. You need to go to his other one, 30 NSG. Yeah, he's at 779. We've gotten him. He's pretty close. I mean, we've only gone over once or twice. He's gotten most of that on his own. I get that, but at some point the difficulty margin has to be succeed or bust. Well, listen to what you just said. At some point, if it's always exfil or bust, I think people like me would burn out. If every once in a while it's exfil or bust, that's different. Does that make sense? Like, it's okay if I get myself to a point where I'm like, bro, this mission's exfil or bust. What we just did was exfil or bust, and it was intense and it was fun. If every time I boot up the game mode, it's exfil or bust, that isn't going to work, which is why I think they've designed it quite well. You have such a variety of missions available to you once you unlock the White Lotus Tier 1 and Tier 1 of the other faction. I'm sorry, Tier 2. Once you do that, it's like you have so much variety. You can always have something that you're kind of checking a box on. But it is only every once in a while. Once you complete those missions, you have succeeded, failed, no common medium. That's what I kept saying. I was like, until we see the rest of the missions, I wasn't sure what I thought, because I was like, the current mission that I was on was, this is all or nothing. It's all or nothing. So until I win, it's pretty frustrating. That's why I wanted to do that. Like, I wanted to get through that red tape of like, let me see the full mode, because now it's like, oh, I can pick a casual, a mid lane, and an exfil. I can always have 3 different missions running, and if I exfil, great, let's activate another exfil. Like, that creates that sense of, at least I got something accomplished. And honestly, if the stupid battle pass was working, that would have at least been consolation prizes. Like, well, you didn't exfil, but you got so much XP that you moved your battle pass. So the battle pass being glitched doesn't help. Like, it adds insult to injury. It's like, oh, I didn't exfil, and then the battle pass thing comes up, and you get no XP on it, and then it goes away, and it's like, huh? Like, they've turned it off for some reason. I guess people were exploiting or something. So that added insult to injury. It's like, well, if I don't exfil, but if I get a ton of battle pass XP, then I can lick my wounds. But it was like, I got nothing. I got nothing to show for the last, 45 minutes. So if they fix the battle pass, that's another thing that would help. It would be like, well, at least I made some progress on my battle pass. It was yesterday. I wonder if they're vetting your XP. Yours is working, Death? Yeah, mine wasn't working. It would pop up and it would act like it was going to give me some, and then it would just fade away and not give me any. And I was like, huh? People were getting like 120,000 XP. I was getting like 1 battle point for each exfil. Only thing task-wise Tarkov is doing better is I can do everything I've unlocked. I don't have to activate them. Right, yeah. I kind of like that, though. You kind of choose what you're going to do, You kind of choose. what you're going to work on. And again, that means I can activate a casual, a mid lane, and then you know, a more extreme exfil one. I can kind of you know, spice it up. You know what I mean? I can see people bot farming this. Yeah, and they have to disable it. Yeah, because if you just dig in an area, I think they just keep sending helicopters and guys after you, and if you just keep killing them, you probably can, like, cheese it. So, all right. If you get a good team, it's sick. If you get a one brain cell guy, it's sad. Yeah, definitely. You want to 100% have people to play with. All right, this is your final warning. This is your final warning. I'm going to switch scenes in 20 seconds, and you're going to see God of War Ragnarok. If you don't want to see it, then you need to leave now. We are going to be finishing the game in the next stream. No more warnings. We got 10 seconds to close. I take this pretty seriously. 3, 2, 1. Okay. That was a lot of warnings. I go over here for this game. Okay. Okay. I'm going to put a link in chat. If redirect doesn't work for you traditionally and you just want to head over manually, please click the link in chat. Do me a favor, if you're going to go over to the next stream, smash that like button when you guys get over there, because we have a lot smaller turnout when we play this game. So try to help me out with those likes. I absolutely hate that we got to, like, beg for them, but if I don't say anything, we won't get them. So please head over and start liking the video before we even get started. Thanks so much for clicking on this. We are going to be, I think, finishing God of War Ragnarok today. The final quest, or one of the final quests, the Realms at War. So if you're not this far in the game, then do not watch. I'm kind of standing in a generic place. You don't really know what's going on. So don't watch this if you're not this far in the game yet. If you're watching the past broadcast, I really appreciate you guys going back and doing that. We have been using chapters to make it easy to navigate. Make sure and hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. I'll be out of town the week of Thanksgiving, but I'll be back on the 28th. So make sure you're checking your subscriber tab once I come back into town, because I might not be on your homepage. We will be doing stream highlight uploads while I'm gone. I'm going to end the previous stream. We were playing some DMZ in Warzone 2, so we had a lot of fun with it. I was very surprised.